Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive into the Bitcoin price action this morning. What I'm seeing, I haven't taken any trades just yet. I missed out on the short from the VWAP, but let's take a little bit higher time frame look at what's going on. Then we'll dive a little bit closer down into the local. So, as we know, on the daily time frame, we have had this bearish break of structure. We have back tested this range once, and we have made an SFP of this low here, making this your targeted high. So let's take a look at the 4-hour next. Coming back into this targeted high, we see a uptrend on the 4-hour, and this was your last bullish break of structure, your last boss. And we see that we are creating a sideways range on more of a local time frame, 1 hour, 30, 15-minute range. We are coming down currently into the extreme discount section of this range into a very nice order block. There is a bit of buying pressure currently right there, but it hasn't been able to make much movement just yet, so we could be getting some absorption, or we're just going to continue this fight until supply or demand prevails. So we will see on that. But getting back to the 4-hour, we have this bullish boss. So what do we expect after that bullish boss? We're going to expect a pullback. Do I think this pullback right here is sufficient? No, I do not. Why? Because we did not even breach the 0.5 of your last low to high of this market structure leg. And usually I don't really care to enter in a continuation long in an uptrend until we get to the discount section of this range, and preferably the extreme discount section of this range. So what we see, what I'd like for to prevail here is to continue this selling pressure, break through this demand. Let's take out and lose the PD low, and let's continue down to the extreme discount section of this range. We have an order block right here. As you can see, the point of control of this section of price action is right in that order block. We also have the monthly open as well as the previous week EQ right here, all lining up for a great confluence at this level. Let's take a quick pull of our fixed range. Okay, so we do have the value area high at this order block, which is nice, and it is in the discount section. It's not quite the extreme discount section. However, that is a nice confluence. But the point of control of this price action from this low to this high, and current price action, we do have the point of control here that aligns with this. I would prefer this order block over this one. This would create a better opportunity for a long. Now, anyone who's familiar with the market structure knows that if we come down here and we lose this low, but SFP this low, we could see a continuation off that. So it could come all the way back to this low right here and SFP it and still continue bullish market structure on the 4-hour. And then it could be taken up to the daily range and get into the extreme premium section of the daily range. And that's where I would prefer to see a short from. Not to say if it just comes here, I'm going to pull the trigger. No, I'm going to look for confirmations as always. But we are not breaching that just yet. So there's no reason to look at that area just yet. Right now, I'm concentrating on scalp shorts into this area in which I will look for a long. Now, this low is the line in the sand for me, locally speaking. So why? Well, we see here that we had a nice Model 2 accumulation. Since we have this Model 2 accumulation here, they are going to want to defend this level. You can also see that it is backed by volume. So this level is my preferred level. Now, let's mark out two scenarios here. Just act like these are bearish candles. Make that a little bit brighter. So as we can see, you have one candle that closes below this. The body of the candle closes below and comes into this order block. That's scenario one. Scenario two is if we breach this area, which I mean this low, and we come into this order block, piercing through it with the wick, but yet we close the candle body back above, creating an SFP of this accumulation, which is still good, even though we made a lower low. Because we closed above, market structure would tell us that now this is the protected low, and now that this is the targeted high. So if in this scenario we SFP this, I'm still going to be interested in a long from this area. However, we close below this low and this accumulation with a big, strong candle close beyond. Even down here, I will absolutely not look for a long in this situation unless we get something to back up that long and saying that, hey, we are gaining strength here, i.e. we're doing something like this. And I'm able to get in on a back test here or a back test here. But I need to see a break. If not, I need to see a double break right here. That's in this scenario. So with that said, that's what I'm looking for as the long for the longs. For shorts, I would want to see this low lost. So it would be something close, just a simple lose it, back test the PD low, back test that range, and come on down to this section right here. So I would look for a short right in this area, seeing what is created from price action right here. Do we create an order block right here, or maybe just a range supply that I can play off of and have a protected lower high for my stop loss? And in that case, you could use something like that in this setup here. So that is the short and long of it. In the case that we do break below this low, I would probably be looking for this previous week low to be taken. Let's see, it could even come down and take out Monday's low. So then we would be flirting with the daily structure. And again, same thing with that 4 hour structure. If we come down and have a candle body close below this, it's going to be pretty damn bearish. But if we can have an SFP of this low, which I'm also looking out for tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, or even better yet, if we can get a massive candle down into this zone in this little pink pocket, this is the zone that I've been looking for a long time. This is the last sell to buy that broke the structure of this range. So this is the last demand range that I have on my chart. Also has a point of control in it. Also has the pink pocket. So this is my mega accumulation zone. If we get down there, I would like to see a nice wick into here and it being bought up again. Or it could come down and create its own Wyckoff model in this range. And that might take a while. It might not happen right away. It might take a few days to, it could take a week or two. Because this is a big play. This would be a very large accumulation zone. And the market makers would take their time. I mean, they would need time to, and need a lot of fake outs to create liquidity to be able to fill their positions here. So that is what I'm looking for at the moment on the macro and local. Again, let's see what's happening real quick on the 5 minute at this level, just to see if we have any structure. No, there's no structure just yet. We have 3 minute structure. So here's your 3 minute high. If we break this high, something like this, I'd be looking for long here to probably take it up to VWAP or this previous day open area where we had this last supply that broke down. So that would also just be more of a scalp day trade as well. So I'll update y'all later, and I'm also going to come on here in a bit and do some videos on some trade recaps we have for gold. God, it's been good. So yeah, I'll be back on later. Catch y'all in a bit.